This is a special guest for me, okay? This is like a full circle moment for me. I got a visitor today in my shop, someone that truly I idolize, okay? Because Mike has been in the game. Mike was on social media before social media was even a thing, okay? This guy is incredible at promoting his brand, at just speaking his truth. And it's just such an honor to have him in my shop. And you know, when people come in my shop, they're not just coming in my shop. They got to sit in the chair. And I gotta know how business unwinds. So that's what Mike's here today to do. I'm gonna ask him some questions. The chair's gonna dig in. I'm gonna dig in. And here we go. This is how business unwinds.
I'm in the chair right now, guys. I just want to say, Diana, thank you for that amazing intro. And I'm just happy that we have known each other for so long. And congrats on your new business. This is awesome. And this chair feels really good right now. Like I'm feeling it everywhere. I even feel it like on the base of my foot. I feel like the something massaging me. Feels really good.
It's really nice.
Cool.
What I like about this chair,
Really cool.
it's a full body massage at all the body parts at once.
Yeah.
We're not working spot to spot. We're going all in, all at once. It's a full body relaxation. So it's using a lot of shiatsu pressure too, which like relieves like tension throughout. So huge stress melter.
That's what we need.
Exactly.
As an entrepreneur, you know, built up with that stress, especially right up in the neck area, you know.
Exactly. And honestly, that is like kind of the point of this show, is to get entrepreneurs in the most relaxed state. So I get some really heartfelt answers here. And honestly, the reason why I wanted to interview you is because, like I said, you have been in the game and you are resilient. And the point of this information that we're putting out there is just to show people the resilience it takes to stay in the game. And you know, you see people come and go all the time, and you know, people start businesses and then they're so quick to just abandon the ship. You know, as soon as they get one wave, they're gone. And my first question for you is, how do you stay resilient in the face of challenges?
You know, thanks for recognizing the resiliency, because it's not easy being in business. And it's a constant, non-stop. You have to always be reinventing yourself. You have to be working. You have to be watching, learning new things, always on top of if there's a new way of doing business. Like you said right at the beginning, Instagram was huge for us when no one was doing it.
Yeah.
And the good thing about that was that there was no competition. But the bad thing was that I was in this weird space because I didn't even know what the hell I was doing, because no one else was doing it. I was questioning myself, and it worked out. But yeah, resiliency is just constantly putting in that work. I think for me, it's like, you know, the long nights, the mornings, the times in the middle of the summer when everybody is out having fun, and I'm in my office, you know, working. That's what it's about. And I think that's the part that a lot of people don't see.
Yeah.
And then it pays off in the end, you know? That's the good thing. Hopefully it pays off.
I think it has for you. And I want to ask you something, like, and this might sound like a very short question, but like, why? Like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, what got you into this, and why do you keep going?
That's good. Because you know what? A lot of people who are in business, sometimes they don't know their why.
Yeah.
And sometimes even when you start business, your why can change.
Yeah.
And for me, my why at the beginning was I loved juice bars. I loved the concept and I loved the product. And that got me intrigued to open one, because it was fun for me to be in that atmosphere working every day. But then my why changed. My why now is all about the people that come in. I'm privileged to allow people to trust me with their health and to change people's lives. I'm here to just heal people, change their life, whether they have a skin condition, you know, arthritis, or we have a lot of gut issues, weight loss, low energy, sleep. There's so many things. And when we see that we're helping people change their lives, that's a beautiful thing. So I'm just here to help. I love helping people just live healthy lives and just be happy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I really noticed that, like, for when I make a special trip to come to your juice bar, because it's not close for me, but like if I'm anywhere near Vaughan, like I'm for sure making a stop, because there's certain flavors and the consistency of the juices that I like, and I have my ones that I love so much. But one thing I notice every time I come into your juice bar, it's like you're walking into someone's house. Everyone's talking, everyone's laughing. You're always there. The people in the back, they're smiling. Like, how do you create that culture? Like, what is that?
You got to read a lot of books and learn.
Yeah.
And one book that helped me so much was the one about Starbucks. It's called Onward, because Starbucks does it to a certain level.
Yeah.
When people walk in, they have to be treated like human beings.
Yeah.
That means if I don't know you, I'm going to say, hi.
Yeah.
I'm going to smile. I'm going to ask you, what is your name?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, how did you hear about us? Why are you even here?
Yeah.
And when you build that rapport, that's important for the customers. And then teaching that, first I have to embody it and I have to show that I am doing this type of behavior. Then the staff kind of follows along, and it's nonstop, teaching them, hey, this is how I want things to be done. This is how I want things to be done.
Yeah.
And I think afterwards, the staff has realized the importance of that, that we give to the customers, to the guests that walk in. And it's helped so much, because people feel that. They feel that they're not just a number. They feel that we truly care about them, and they feel our energy when they come in.
It truly is. Yeah. Like in that, food and beverage industry, like you're putting your love into what you're preparing, and that's that's an energy. Like I don't know where I heard this, but I like someone said, if you're gonna eat at a food court, look at the people like behind the desk. If they're miserable, do not eat there, because they're putting that energy into your food. And it's like, that stuck with me, whether that's true or not, like that truly stuck with me. Totally. And like, I feel like, it's like your juices, it's a brand, it's a vibe, it's a whole embodiment, that it's like, you're not just drinking a juice because it's going to do something for my gut, for my mental health, whatever. It's like, this is on point with like the person I want to become. And it's amazing that you've created that.
Oh, thank you so much for recognizing. Yeah, it's like when they come in, the juice will help you feel good, but the environment you're in while you're purchasing also makes you feel good. Yeah. And then we have affirmations on the juice that, I am healthy. These are the names of the juice. So you could be saying it while you're drinking it. I should have brought the juice today, but sorry.
No, now I got to make my special trip, right? I love my special trip.
That's it. We're going to get her to come by now.
Yeah. It's so good. No, I'm so happy about that. So because I'm in the self-care, industry, and I have been for a while, this is a question I always like to ask, like, what is your ideal self-care ritual or routine, or like, what is something that you will do to reset your day if you need to?
Oh man, you're asking me some good questions today. So lately, I've been really taking my self-care seriously. Like, I'll do a lot of meditation now. I do breath work classes. I've been doing yoga. And something that's helped me so much, I recommend to everyone, you take a trip to Costa Rica and go drink some ayahuasca.
Wow.
And it will just change your life. It will make you a better person for your relationship, for your family, for your kids, for your business, for anyone around you. I cannot recommend it enough. And just talking about it makes me so excited. So a combination of that, I even picked up an instrument. I've been playing the flute lately, and just sitting in a meditative state when you go home, because if we don't fill the cup up for ourselves, we're no good to anyone. And even all the juices in the world aren't going to get me there. So that's been really helping me so much.
I love that. How long ago did you go to Costa Rica?
The first time I went was November 2022. And then I went back 5 months later. I had to go back. And then I actually went back again after. And the third time, I brought my mother with me, because she noticed the changes in me, and she was like, I want to go where you're going. I need to do it, whatever the hell you're doing over there. and she just loved it. Now she wants to go back to. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few close people around me that have had greatly impacted by ayahuasca, and I haven't
Yeah.
done enough research into it, but I'm 100% open to it. But what is like the main change that you noticed?
So, what it does is you release what no longer serves you, the doubt, the worry, the shame, the blame, the guilt, the fears. You release it by you vomit. Physically, it will come out of you. And what comes out of you through vomit is not what you ate last night or in the morning. It's emotion we hold on to. You also release it physically and energetically. So you release it out of your mind. And what happened with me, I came home, I started being more loving towards my parents. I started hugging them more. I was telling them I love them more. I told my whole staff, I wrote them a letter when I got home saying, you guys are amazing. I love you. You're my brothers. You're my sisters. Thank you for everything you do. Acknowledging them for what they do.
Wow.
Even in my relationship, I can be more open, more loving, even towards myself. It was just so beautiful. I was able to release a lot of things that I was holding on to that were not serving me, just like things in my own life, like personal stuff. And you just walk lighter. It's liberating. It's so beautiful.
It sounds like you really opened up your heart chakra, and
very
like you
heart
just
opening.
was like you're now like giving as much love as you're receiving.
Yeah.
That's so nice. I love that. Okay,
Being able to be vulnerable, and just letting loose, because we're so tense. We reconnect with the child that we once were when you're like 5 years old and you're like, Daddy, I love you, let's go run in the rain and jump up and down in the puddles, and like, that's the person you want to re-merge back with your soul, because we lose that along the way of life.
I love that. And when you think about like child Mike, like what age is the child, that age you're thinking of when you think about your childhood?
I think of my childhood before. At one point, we all split, and that can be like the age when you kind of go off a little bit and you're not so open and loving anymore. For me, I think it was probably around the age of 12, maybe, because before that, I just have so many loving memories. And then we start getting a little, we're tense. I don't want to go with you, Mommy. I don't want to be seen here. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. Could have even been a little earlier. And that's what I'm trying to, through the meditations, I'm trying to connect with that part of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think 12-year-old Mike would be proud of this Mike?
Oh, yeah. And I've connected with him a lot, and I've done a lot of crying and really said sorry to him and made peace with 12-year-old Mike, because I led him off into a direction I don't think he knew was coming.
Yeah.
But now we're back, and I'm trying to get back with him.
It's all like one timeline, really, and that's just so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Very,
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, no, it's great because it's very interesting to me because, I have 3 small children and I'm always just trying to like let them live their life. But at the same time, I want to get in front of any traumatizing thing that might happen to them, and, we live a beautiful life and we're very involved in their lives as they are homeschooled. But I remember, I always think of 6-year-old Diana. For some reason, I don't know why, that 6-year-old Diana, like, I just think that's when I started to like really withdraw and like kind of be shy, embarrassed about stuff. And I'm still trying to dig into why that was. Because now this Diana, she's a fucking powerhouse. And I know 6-year-old Diana would be very proud. And I always keep that with me,
And these are the questions you bring when you go to someone like ayahuasca and you get the answers. Because I did get an answer like that when you set those types of intentions. Yeah. Why was I this way? Why did I go down this path?
Yeah.
And then once you learn, everything makes sense and you can forgive anyone you've been, maybe holding resentment towards.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, well, my next question now, just like kind of moving into the future, like what are you excited about in 2024?
We just opened a new juice bar. I did like a license deal. So someone opened up a Freshouse Juice Bar in Kleinburg. Really excited about that, which is awesome. He's having such a good response so far. It's been only like 2 weeks, but like he's doing so great. So looking forward to that and, seeing what else that's going to bring, you know? Yeah.
You're like the epitome of like being an energetic match to what you want. Like you just always bring the energy, and like whatever is meant for you is gonna find you in the
Yeah.
most best possible way. And you can see that, like you exude that, you know? So that's wonderful. I'm excited for your 2024 for
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. How are you feeling, by the way? You feeling
This
good?
is good. You know what? I feel it everywhere. I
Yeah.
feel it in my low back. I'm feeling it in my shoulders, my hands, my legs. And it's such a nice, it's like getting a real massage.
Yeah.
These machines are really good.
I know. There's, and it's something that you don't really realize until you're sitting in it, right? Like looking at it online, it's like, that looks pretty good. But when you're sitting in it, it's like you feel, you know,
When
all the things.
you said this is the Ferrari of massage chairs,
Yeah.
and now I know why, because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really getting the full treatment over here.
For sure. For
It's
sure.
good.
For sure. So, okay, you mentioned that, you know, you're excited about your new location. That's very exciting. I love to ask entrepreneurs what they're most proud of in their business, like to date. It doesn't have to be, you know, something recent. It's just like, what has made you the most proud about your business?
You know, I think what I'm most happy with, you know what's crazy? We don't even think about these things as you go along, and then you're asking now.
Yeah.
And sometimes we, like, I'm not even sure right at the beginning, but what I feel like I'm most proud of is I genuinely get to do something that I love on a daily basis. And when I go to work, I don't even feel like it's work.
Yeah.
Like I'm just there looking around and I'm like, wow, this is what I've created. The people, you know, the concept, the products. And I think I just walk into something every day that I seriously love. And that's what I'm proud of, because I think at the end of the day, you know, we all want to find that. We want to go somewhere that makes us happy, but don't just say it. Like you gotta feel that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's what I like. It's the life that I've created, where I go somewhere every day and I get paid for it. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. And you've created jobs for people, which I
Of
think is so
course.
huge, you know, like, and people enjoy their jobs. I'm sure no one's, you know, dragging their butts to work and like dreading, you know, starting a shift. Like everyone's happy, you know, and that's very empowering. And you know, not everyone's cut out for that, but you
Of
definitely
course.
are. What is one piece of advice you could give to anyone that's thinking about starting a business and just hasn't pulled the trigger yet?
Yeah, and this one I love saying to people. I say, if you're thinking of going into business and you're unsure of yourself, or someone is saying don't do it, or asking questions, you need to just listen to yourself, because I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning. I was unsure of myself, but you have to only listen to yourself, not your parents, not your friends, not anyone, because only you know.
Yeah.
And just do it. Listen to your gut, because it can work out. Because I'm not a special person.
Yeah.
Nothing was given to me. I did it all on my own. So I tell people, if I did it, you can do it too. Because why me?
Yeah.
You just got to work your ass off and just be really passionate and dedicated and committed, and like just go for it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you believe in like writing down goals and like keeping them to yourself, or do you believe in like having goals and like sharing them with selected people, you know, just to kind of put it into existence? And the reason why I'm asking this is because I used to be the type that just would write down things and then just close the book and know that those were my goals, and now like I would revisit them, but now I'm kind of the belief is like I need to speak these into existence. So like, how do you feel about that?
So with me, you know what? I do little things at a time. Like, you know, for example, before I opened the second juice bar in Brampton, there was one juice bar. But I didn't even think of opening a second one until small goal, find a manager, train the manager. Small goal, pull out of the business and watch the way the business runs. Small goal, make sure all of the procedures are set in place. Then once I saw that, then I remember I approached my parents first and I said, hey, I just want to let you guys know I made a decision. I'm opening another juice bar. But I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
That's how I work. I just I didn't tell anyone until like I had it, the location, until I was ready to start building it. Then I started telling people, because for me, I don't even like talking too much until like it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I am.
I like what you said about the small goals and like
Yeah, that
leading you
lead
to
to it.
the big things. That's really, really special. Thank you so much for your time, Mike. Like honestly, this was just such a beautiful exchange, and I appreciate you coming down here and spending this time with me.
Oh, thank
You're
you for
awesome.
having me. It's so good to see
Absolutely.
you. Honest, I love seeing people. You know, we've known each other for so long.
know.
It's just so beautiful to reconnect like this.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that was Mike, and honestly, I think he really exceeded my expectations because this guy, he's always got nuggets of gold, like truthfully. And this is a full circle moment for me because I don't know how many years ago, long time ago, he interviewed me when I was first starting out. And I was in my bus and, you know, I was nervous and I didn't know we were doing IGTV at the time. This is when Instagram was like still a little baby. And, you know, he said like, I'll give you a shot. Like, I'm going to interview you. And I feel very privileged to have him on the other side now. And I think this was great. So please stay tuned for more How Business Unwinds episodes, because if they're all like this, hey, we're going viral, baby.